Hey guys, and welcome back to the new 26 Harmony Kingdom. Back last season when finally the big moment happened for the Cutie Mark Crusaders of the Lost Mark, by the way, review in our archives, a lot of people wondered what in the world was going to happen next for the CMC. I mean, after all, they had spent more than close to a dozen episodes trying to find their cutie marks. They finally accomplished it. The episode On Your Marks directly addresses this and leave it to great veteran writer Dave Polsky to return to address the issue. But what soon becomes a group issue becomes an individual issue, as the group discovers they like their own individual things, like Sweetie Belle liking crochet and Scootaloo liking bungee jumping, as well as some callbacks to their previous learned abilities: potion making, scooter riding, and of course, singing. But naturally, in the Dave Polsky style, this is done with a semi-comedic flair. Even the first 5 minutes is almost subversive to the entirety of the plot yet to come, almost setting you up for what you might consider a traditional CMC episode to be, even with an appearance by Buff Biceps and an easy cutie mark solution later to easily illustrate what people consider the new status quo for the Crusaders to be. It's easy, in my opinion, to consider this the CMC Lesson Zero, as the group tries to figure out what's next and change their own character development status quo. Things quickly go slightly funny to completely off the rails. But it's then that we discover that Apple Bloom has the biggest problem of all. She doesn't like the fact of the other two having individual interest of her own and being left out, and she's having trouble finding something to keep her busy. That is until she tries dance class. She tries ballet with semi-success, but even the teacher says she's more of a solo. Until she finds a pony without a cutie mark, in which both problems of them finding someone to help and Apple's problem of an individual hobby converge hand in hand, which is starting to become a constant theme in season 6 so far, in A plot and a B plot converging as one to solve both problems. But when Apple Bloom learns to get over her own loneliness, she helps the young pony, in which for the sake of this review, I'll consider his name Toe Tap, perform in front of a stage despite having stage fright. Now, the moral of this episode is more about being okay with having individual hobbies that your friends aren't necessarily into, and you being distant yet together, enjoying your own things and finding your own individuality, but coming together when need be, not only to have fun, but to perform your purpose. Being individually special and finding the things that make you happy are just as important as being part of a big group. And that dealing with loneliness and feeling left out of the greater party of life can be a depressing, sometimes scary moment. Feeling that no matter what you do, you won't fit like a round peg in a square hole. This is best illustrated by the first song of the season, Time Goes By. Leave it to Daniel Ingram to put together a somber yet beautiful track about Appleboom's worry about the future of the group and their friendship. It's an elegant song played up to some elegant visuals of Appleboom trying to figure out what she likes to do as an individual, but not coming out to an answer to it. We also see some pony cameos in the song montage, from Diamond Tiara and Silver Spoons to even Tree Hugger. The song will most certainly have its detractors, but for me, it was a short, elegant, and perfectly within the theme of the episode song to be played. And performed rather elegantly too, almost like a small country ballad. The classic Polsky comedy is not as heavy as in previous episodes, but makes its mark rather good and rather consistently. And of course, the CMC's chemistry couldn't be any better. Primarily the focus on them is what drives this episode, and the fact that it's subverting the status quo and at the end changing it is the most wonderful part of the episode. Whether together or now as individuals, hopefully the CMC will continue to grow. And I, for one, will be most excited to see where this goes. So, it is with happy pleasure that I give On Your Marks the first truly high mark of the season. A 5 out of 6. This once again proves the CMC's consistency to keep it personable, slice of life, and show extreme growth. Similar to the episode Lesson 0 back in Season 2, this irrevertibly changes the status quo within the Crusaders, while taking the best part of their group adventures and putting them together well. Although the solution to the episode of the new cutie mark of the day might seem a little rushed, the idea that this is once again another Appleboom growth episode is the main strength, and ultimately helps push the Crusaders forward. With references to previous episodes and a few greatly timed yet comedic cameos, On Your Marks is the first truly high mark of the new season. So, what are your thoughts on Your Marks? Do you agree with my assessment? What could they have done even better? And do you like this new direction for the CMC? Post it down in the comments section below. And to keep up with every new episode 1 hour after they air for an official review, hit the subscribe button to come back here for each new episode of the new 26 Harmony Kingdom. And also, if you need a review, tune in every Friday for the Friendship Table, where me and my friends discuss the last episode. Until next time, I am Nirvana Sparkle. Find peace in your own Nirvana. Thanks for watching.